man? It's your boy 1 back with One Way Academy. And then check this out, man. We in chapter 2. Alright. Chapter 2, we're almost done. We're almost over with. Alright, so check this out. Chapter 2 has 6 different steps, alright? But right now I'm gonna go ahead and run through steps 2, 5, and 6 because it's self-explanatory. Alright, if you can follow my mouse here, step 2 says buy your truck. I bought my truck personally off Facebook Marketplace. If you don't want to use Facebook Marketplace, you can go on Google and find any commercial driving truck dealership that sell vehicles, like a 26-foot box truck. Whether you want to lease it, whether if you want to buy it, it's up to you where you want to find your truck. This is going to be the hardest part because a lot of people are getting into the box truck business at this point of time. So finding the right truck is really going to be the hardest thing. But whenever you do find it, make sure you get your proper maintenance checks on it, and basically that falls on the step 3 as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go over step 2, 3, 5, and 6. Gonna run it through. All right. So step 3 says go over your truck maintenance. When you get that truck, make sure you get a DOT inspection. All right. This right here says DOT inspection. It's highlighted. That is needed for your new entry audit. All right. Within your first 6 months, you're going to have something called a new entry audit, and your DOT inspection is needed. The reason why I say go ahead and get it over with when you get your vehicle or your 26-foot box truck is because your DOT inspection is going to let you know everything of what's wrong with your truck, all the way from the brake pads, the headlights, heating and air conditioning. It's going to let you know. All right. So, yeah, get that DOT inspection at any commercial driver service center. All right. So step 5 and 6, pallet jack and straps. You can get pallet jack and straps from Amazon, basically any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, Harbor Freight. I personally got my pallet jack from off of Facebook Marketplace. All right. It was used and I paid like $125. Now a brand new pallet jack, it's gonna run you about $300. So it's up to you if you want to get one used or brand new. The straps, you can find those in any hardware store. They have them online at Amazon. You can find them on eBay. Yeah, you can get those straps just about anywhere. All right. So steps 2, 3, 5, and 6 is self-explanatory. So I'm going to go in on step 1. This is how you apply for your motor carrier authority, all right, and your US DOT number. All right, so if you can follow me here. This is the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website. This is where you're going to apply for your authority. All right, so let me scroll my face over. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on registration, apply for a new US DOT number and or authority. So you're going to click on that. All right, let me move my face out the way. All right, so right now you're going to click on new applicant. Next. You're going to scroll down. Next. Scroll down. Next. And you can read through all this information. It's very valuable, but I'm just going to run through it. All right. So next. All right. Next. 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 All right. So your application security. All right. So on this part right here, you are going to put in, you're going to create a password. All right. So they give you a user ID temporarily, but later on in the application, you're going to be able to change that user ID to something that you remember. All right. So you're going to create a password. You got some security questions, and you got 3 of them. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. I'm going to run through it, and I'll see you on the next screen. All right, so now we are on the application contact. So you're gonna scroll down, press next, not now. All right, so the application contact, you're gonna put in basically your first name, your middle name, your last name. You're gonna put in your title, whether you're an owner, CEO, president, boss, man, you know what I'm saying, millionaire, whatever status you want, you know what I'm saying. You put that in there. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be legit. So take that serious. All right. So then you're gonna put in your application address, if you have one or two. You're gonna put in the city with the postcode, the state, and you're gonna put in your telephone number, and you're gonna put in your email address. All right. Right here it says application preferred contact method. Right here, I just put both because sometimes if your mail get lost in the system somehow, you can always get it in email. So I just go ahead and put both. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and run through all this. I'm gonna fill this in, and it's self-explanatory, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, so now we are at the business description. All right, so check this out. You're gonna press on next. All right, so does the applicant have a Dun and Bradstreet number? Depending on your situation, you'll click yes or no. Right now, I'm gonna pick no. All right, your legal business name. This is gonna be the business name that is according to your LLC. So right now, I'm gonna make up something that's gonna be fake. I want a million LLC. I want a million. All right, LLC, as it is on your LLC when you got it created. All right, so I'm gonna click next. All right, so excuse me. Business description. All right, your DBA is going to be your doing business as name. So even though my LLC says I want a million LLC, you might have another, business name other than that you're doing business as. You might have a business name that says I want 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Or I want 200 million. It's another name different from your legal business name, if you can follow my mouse here. If you don't have a DBA, just press next, leave it blank. All right, is the applicant's principal place of business address the same as the contact address? Right here, depending on your situation, you're gonna put yes or no. So I'm gonna put yes for now. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna run through this, and you're gonna click on, depending on your situation, if the mailing address is the same as the principal business address, you're gonna click that. All right, and this is a fake address, by the way. So if y'all trying to pull up on me and, you know what I'm saying, and talk it out, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna pull up to a fake address. But yeah, once you do that, it's gonna look like this here, and you're gonna press next. All right, so right here you're gonna put in the principal place of business telephone number. So you're gonna click on United States and put in your telephone number. All right, you're gonna press next. All right, so right here you are going to put in your EIN number. All right, so you're gonna click on EIN, then you're gonna put in your number. All right, so look, under business description, is the applicant a unit of government? You're gonna put no. Unless you're a unit of government, you feel what I'm saying? Let me show y'all what it means. Okay, unit of government, any department or agency of the federal government, any state or agency, office or department of a state, any city, county, district, commission, authority, entity, ports or other public corporation organized and existing under statutory law or under a voter-approved charter, and any intergovernmental entity created under federal or state law. If that sounds like you, click yes. But if it don't sound like you, click no. But 9 times out of 10, if you're trying to get this, your authority started, press no. All right, business description. So, depending on your situation, you're going to select this. So, if you have an LLC, limited liability company, all right. So, if you have a sole proprietor, anything other than that, you will click that. But for right now, since my LLC is I Want a Million LLC, I'm going to click that. Then you're going to click on the state your LLC was formed. All right, press next. All right, business description. All right, so owned, controlled by a citizen of the United States. Press next. I'm gonna float this on top so y'all can still see me. Okay, so sorry about that. Back at it. All right, so business description. All right, names and titles of the sole proprietor or others. So right here, you're gonna put in your first, middle, last name. Put in the title of your company, whether you are the owner, the boss man, the president, the CEO, whatever your title is for your company that you have established, you're gonna put it there. Then you're gonna put in your email address and your telephone number. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out, and I see you on the next screen. All right. So under your business description, you're gonna put in your address. You're gonna put in your city, the state, and postal code. All right. So I'm gonna run through this, and I see you on the next screen. All right, so on this screen here, you're just gonna run through everything and validate it. All right, you got your legal business name, LLC. Y'all see my fake EIN number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And you know what I'm saying? Just go over this stuff and make sure everything that you put in is correct. So once you did that, press next. All right, operation classification. All right, so this is the most important step in the application. Only thing you need right here is motor carrier of property. This is the only thing you need is motor carrier of property. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna press next. All right. Let me scroll up. All right. Will the applicant operate as a intermodal equipment provider? All right, you're gonna press no. All right, will the applicant transport property? Yes. Will the applicant receive compensation for the business or transporting property belonging to others? Yes. All right, what type of property will the applicant transport? All right, so you're gonna click on other non-hazardous freight. All right, next. All right, will the applicant transport non-hazardous materials across state lines, otherwise known as interstate? I'm gonna put yes. Will the applicant transport their own property? No. Will the applicant transport any passengers? No. Will the applicant provide property or household goods brokering services? No. Will the applicant provide freight forwarder services? No. Will the applicant operate a cargo tank facility? No. Will the applicant operate a driveway? No. Towaway? No. All right, so right here, you're just gonna verify that the only thing you have checked is general freight. It should be no other checks in this box. All right. If there is another check on this box, your application will be costing another $300. You do not want to pay another $300 on top of your application. All right. So, only thing should be checked is general freight. So you're gonna press next. All right. This is the classification summary. So this is basically going over what you just answered. Press next. All right. So your vehicles, press next. All right. Please provide the number of non-commercial vehicles you plan to operate. All right. So depending on your situation, if you have your truck or not, if you have your truck, put 1, or how many ever trucks you have. If you don't, press 0. All right. All right. So if you don't have any trucks, this is how you put it in. And then later on down the line, when you do get your vehicle, you can update it in your MCS 150. So if you do have your truck, press 1 for owned. Oh, wait. Let me go back real quick. So if you do have your truck, you'll put 1 right here, or how many ever you have. If you don't, press 0. All right. So I'm gonna go to next. Okay, so you don't have your trucks yet, so you're gonna press 0 all the way through. All right. So remember, if you do have a truck, you will put it right here. Box trucks is going to be under straight trucks, not tractor trailers, not trailers. 26-foot box trucks in particular will be under straight trucks. All right. And then whether if you're a leased, if you are owned, you're going to put the amount you have. So if you own one, put 1 right here. If you're leasing it, put 1 right here. Depending on your situation. All right. So I'm going to press next. All right, it says, please provide the number of commercial vehicles that you're going to operate in Canada or Mexico. I suppose everyone who bought this course is going to be in the United States. So with that being said, you're going to put 0 for both of these. 0 for Canada, 0 for Mexico. Please provide the number of commercial vehicles the applicant will operate solely in interstate commerce. So interstate means you're going to cross state lines. All right. So if you have a vehicle, if you have a truck, motor vehicle, you're going to put how many ever you have, whether it's 1, 12, 132. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put it in right here. But for now, I'm going to put 0 because I don't have my truck, supposedly. All right. So put 0. All right. And trust state, you're going to put 0. So intrastate is inside state lines. You don't want that. You want to be outside state lines. So even if you did have your truck, let me go back. Say for instance you did have a truck and you put down 1 right here. All right. So I got 1 commercial vehicle truck. So on this next screen right here, intrastate, if you have that 1, you're gonna put 0 in this next slide right here. Reason why I say that, because it's gonna make it look like you have 2 trucks. You only have 1, so you don't want to make your application price go up. So this is very important. All right. So intrastate 0. All right. That's if you have a truck. Interstate, put 1. All right. So for those who don't have a box trucks, I'm going to put 0 on both of them. All right. 0. All right, so this is your vehicle summary. This is basically going over everything that you had just, selected. All right, so press next. Your drivers. All right, so you're gonna press next. All right, if you have a vehicle, you are gonna put one drivers who will operate. If there's going to be only you, you're going to put one beyond 100 air mile radius, because you're not going to be going under 100 miles. You're going to be going over 100 miles because you are interstate. So you're going to put one or how many other drivers you have, and then you're going to put 0 for within 100 mile radius. All right, press next. All right, what is the number of drivers who will operate solely intrastate? So in intrastate, you're going to press 0 for both of them. All right. It says, what are the number of drivers with a CDL? All right, depending on your situation. If you have a CDL or any other drivers you have, you're going to put the number, the amount. But for right now, I'm going to put 0 because I don't have a CDL. All right. What are the number of drivers who will operate in Canada or Mexico? 0 on both of these, because I suppose everyone who bought this course, you are in the United States and you are not in Canada or Mexico. All right, press next. All right, I'm gonna go over that right here. Just gonna confirm everything you put in. Financial responsibility. All right. It says, in the operation classification section of this application, you specified the entity will be transporting property interstate and for compensation. Will any of this property get transported in vehicles greater than 10,001 pounds? You're going to put yes, because the box truck that we operate is under 26,000 gross vehicle weight, which is allowed a non-CDL. All right, so I'm going to press next. All right. So this right here is your insurance requirement. You have to have at least $750,000 in liability. All right. So with that being said, press next. All right. Press next. All right. Does the application have or had 3 years of the date filling the application relationships involving common stock? You're going to press no. Affiliation with others, press no. Depending on your situation, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to press no. Because some of y'all might have some relationships involving common stock, common ownership, common management. But 9 times out of 10, you're just getting into it, you're trying to get your authority started, press no. All right. This is basically confirming everything you selected. All right. Certification statement. All right. All right. So basically, you're gonna put in your first and last name. You're gonna sign this right here. Put your title, who you are, whoever you are, whether you're an owner, boss, CEO, president. You're gonna put your title right here. Then you're gonna press next. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this, and I'll see you on the next screen. Compliance certification. All right, click next. All right, so right here you're gonna press yes, I certify. All right. Same here. I'm not gonna read all that, but you know what I'm saying. 9 times 10, you certified. All right. All right. Does the applicant certify it is not currently disqualified from operating? Yes, I certify. All right. Does the applicant understand that the agent's, process will be deemed? All right. So you can read through all this. Yes, you certify. All right. Right here. Yes, I certify. Same here. Yes, I certify. All right. You're going to put in your password. All right, you're gonna go over everything that you selected and confirm is true. All right, next, the applicant's oath. The oath. All right, so on the applicant's oath, you're gonna put in your first and last name, your password. You're gonna put in your title. All right, I'm gonna run through this and I'll see you on the next screen. All right, register for official Fmcsa portal account. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna press next. All right, should the company official role be assigned to Wanye Brownlow? Yes, which is gonna be me. In this case, it's gonna be you, your name. All right, so you're gonna press yes. All right, so enter a non-government email. All right. All right, put in your password. Verify that password. Put in your email address. All right, verify the email address. Your method of contact. All right, so right here, I always put both because sometimes the U.S. mail get lost, may go to the wrong address, things like this. So if that happens, you can always get it in the email. So press both. But it depends on you. Some people might want it in mail. Some people don't want mail at all. Some people might just want email. So if you want email, just leave it at email. But I suggest using both. Press next. All right, register for a company official Fmcsa portal account. Would you like to use the same security questions? Yes. All right. This is rules of behavior. You can read through that and press next. All right, so you're gonna put your first and last name and you're gonna acknowledge. Put your title. Press yes, I acknowledge. Next. All right, those are your portal roles and responsibilities. Read through that and press next. All right, so right here you're gonna basically certify that you read that with your first and last name and title. Yes, I acknowledge. All right, so with that being said, this is the end. All right, as you can see, follow my mouse 100%. So if you have done it right, all right, this is gonna cost you $300. All right, if you done it wrong, it might be $600, it might be $900, it might be $12. You know what I'm saying? But if you followed me step by step, the application fee should be $300. All right. With that being said, from that point forward, you would click next from that point forward, and you got your authority started. All right. So I'll see you in the next video.